Hello, good to have you on the program. And of course, we wouldn't forget to tender unreserved apologies for the fact that we're coming behind schedule. But it's all part of it because certain things that happened outside will somehow affect what happens inside. Well, that's just where we will take it, talking about tax forces and preventing some commuters and some bike riders from moving in the way they ought to. Well, it's all part of life. We're still in here. I am Okechukwu Onobogo, and of course, the program still remains The Polity on KAFTAN television. I have got my guest with me, and we will straight go into what we want to talk about. The topic I have for today, or the topic that we need to discuss today, happens to be what has to do with the 2027 election. You know, what is happening, how the parties are preparing for the presidential candidates that they will present. Because apart from the fact that we can say that we are sure that the APC has a political presidential candidate that is in the person of the president, apart from that, no other party is sure of whoever that has become or will become their own political, their own presidential candidate. And so we want to talk about it, how they are preparing for it, how they are making arrangements, how they are doing everything that they are doing to see that it is done. And so today I have someone with whom I will discuss this, and he is a political analyst in actual fact, and so he is here to talk with me or discuss with me, and let's look at the things involved. I am talking about Engineer Toba Owojaye. Now, Engineer Toba Owojaye is a political analyst. I know you would like to hear him because he is very grounded in this matter. So let's welcome him, and before we get straight into the matter. Toba, good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much. Sorry for the delay.
Yes, that's quite a bit. You have to go through some serious processes to be here today. Yes. Thank you. Well, let's go. I must tell you that I went through it too. It's just that I was able to come in earlier than yourself, those things. That's it. Today, let's look at our topic. Race to 2027. Political parties strategize for best candidates. How do you look at it?
It's a very tough one because a lot of brains are now in this election. By 2023, or by this time around, before the 2023 elections, Obi was still hanging around Atiku, was still in PDP, but now he's a full man on his own. He has his own clout, he has his own followers.
Yes.
And then the president has done just one term now, 2 years into his first term. So there's the issue of some people in the north, basically, and of course some southerners, looking to replace him with a fellow southerner. So that has given, but they want the person to serve for only one term, which is why we hear Peter Obi promising that if he gets the chance, he can serve for one term, and one term is good enough. And we've seen one term being good enough from some other people who have vied and have been in office. So it's not impossible for him to do one term and do wonders. And then we have Atiku, who is a master at the game. He has contested 4 times for presidency, and he has not gotten it yet. He has been VP, so he has the experience. He has the experience of what it takes to run the villa. He has the experience of power, because during this time, the president gave him a lot of leeway. He was the VP with the biggest pie of the cake.
Yes.
So he was able to do a lot. But the parties are all in different court cases. The candidates are even doing a bit better than the parties. PDP, we are not even sure if the convention we hold in Oyo, or if the Wike faction will push against it, and they will have an extended court case. We see the sign language that Makinde wants to emerge, which is why Makinde has taken the convention to Oyo, and if he retains Damagun, he has a strong chance. But people see Wike's camp as trying to field a weak southern candidate, so most likely Makinde won't get it. Most likely PDP will field a candidate that is strongly on the side of Tinubu, because the core of PDP people will believe that their own chance will come in 2031, when the chance will come to the north. So governors are already vying for 2031. Some of them have opted out of 2027. We saw Bala today opt out of 2027, saying he's supporting the zoning that has taken place by PDP. And if we move to Labour Party is, in short, as of today, Labour Party, in my opinion, and I'm looking at all the court judgments, doesn't have a national chairman, in my opinion. And I believe that they will have to come together, both factions, to hold a convention that INEC will recognize for them to have a chance. And I don't blame Obi for not staying there. How can you stay in a place where the by-elections that took place 2 weeks ago, your party didn't have a candidate in 21 elections? It's a risky thing. So those are the issues that are on ground. NMPP is hiding.
Okay.
And ADC is doing a good work.
Okay, thank you. We will just take a brief break right now. We will return to continue with this, because there are so many things that are in it. Mentioning these parties, we'll talk about them. Let's just take this slight break and return. Thank you. Good to have you back again, and we're still here. So what we will do straight away is to continue. Toba, you know, looking at these things, in actual fact, just as I said at the intro, the only person that seems to be the one we're sure of is the president. That is the presidential candidate of the APC. So all the other parties are just like that. Labour Party, what does it even hold in the first place? Just you have brought it out. You know, the Labour Party has two presidential, two chairmen, and two factions, and even the one that used to be on Peter Obi's side is even now seen to be against him on a much more serious note. So there's no way you should ask him to go and stay there and cause himself serious problem. And just as you mentioned, the one that we look at, that's if we go to the PDP, that looking at the people that are the key players, if Makinde himself wants to become the president, so candidate of the party, the opportunity could emerge as this meeting will be held in their place. But all the same, we know that, at least we hear, that Peter Obi is being wooed to return.
Yes.
And of course, when he returns, he shouldn't return, and then people will start struggling or vying for that position from him again, since he's one that they are pleading with to come back. But all the same, I don't know. Maybe when they come, they will know how to sort it out, is it not?
Yes.
Because for the man from the southwest to look for it, to fight for it with the one from the southeast, after all, they are both south, is it not? And we can't rule out the fact that that man from the south that has been talking loud will still come forth and say that he wants to go for it. That's talking about the FCT minister. So how do we see it?
I don't think the FCT minister will contest. He has said he will.
He has said, because he said he will
contest against Tinubu.
Yes.
But the options for this election.
What if he brings someone from his zone just to come and mess up what is happening?
Like I said, I expect him to want to field a not strong candidate from the south.
Okay.
That's what I already know that PDP's candidate will be from the south. So the issue is Makinde wants to be that candidate, and Wike wants to be the person in control of that candidate. And whoever you give your presidential ticket becomes the #1 leader of the party. Like Labour Party now, immediately Obi contested there, he became the leader of the party. So those are the things you're in politics you watch out for. Do I want this person to come and be the candidate and now own all the structures? Because you can't hide the structure from the presidential candidate. Those are the issues that are on ground, which is why Kwankwaso is staying put with his party. Kwankwaso, in my position, is a dark horse, because in 2023, the Northerners expected him to have cowered for Atiku, and then the Kano's vote will have been added to Atiku's vote, and he will have won very easily. But Kwankwaso didn't chicken out and was able to get one governor. So people are not looking in his side. Kwankwaso may retain his party ticket to give, in my opinion, he may give good luck. I am hardly wrong, and people don't see what I see early. Kwankwaso may give good luck his ticket and be good luck's VP and try his luck. Because one thing about good luck is that he is constitutionally bound to do just one term.
Are you talking about former president
Goodluck Jonathan? His house has become a mecca of some sort, with people trooping in day and night.
But he has said he doesn't want to go in. He has made it clear that he will be voting for Tinubu. And his wife has also said so.
He's a politician. We will find out where that comes in. There are even new parties being screened that are taking themselves to him. If we succeed, you become our candidate. Because people felt that he was wronged, or he was used and deceived by people within his circle, and that he's still loved in the north. You remember when Yaradwa's mother died? He went to Kano, he went to Katsina, and from the masses he received a rousing welcome. The man is still loved across the nation. And because he's a man of peace, because he has experience, he's a peaceful person, he still stays, and this is a southern opportunity, he still stays within the talk. But I really don't see anybody beating Tinubu with the way things are today.
You really don't see anyone beating Tinubu with the way things are today. Okay. So even if someone else that is in the South decides to fight and he comes out, that you are not sure that the person can be a match for the president. You see, you can't give him a run for his money.
Yeah, you see, you would look at what happened in the APC primaries of 2022. The cabal wanted a northern candidate, and they played a very fast one on the southerners. They convinced Rochas that the president wants him to run. They convinced Umahi, Ayade, 14 southerners, Goodluck, Adeshishino, Osibanjo, Akpabio, every single southerner that they saw on ground, they convinced them that the president wanted them as the next president. So they all contested.
So as to make it difficult for them.
Yes, which made it have a completely splitted southern vote. And then hours to the primaries, the chairman declared the Senate president, who was the single northern candidate, as the consensus candidate. So the southern vote was splitted and the northern vote was aggregated in one place. And Tinubu still emerged. So that's why I'm saying that even if and I can see the same thing playing out, which is why they're pulling out a Goodluck, which is why Obi may not want to stay in ADC. They may still pull off 2-3 other southerners and then have one northerner, most likely Atiku, contest on the ADC platform. But ADC is becoming a hotbed in itself, because yesterday we were hearing that the chairman's position is still being dragged and it will soon get to court. So when you have legal issues, it can bar a candidate, no matter how good that person is.
That is also where I don't you think that is where the FCT minister will be going with what will happen in November?
And that's what I'm saying. If PDP, he said the neck that the meeting they called neck was not neck. And this is a matter of dispute. And that it takes a neck for you to choose where your convention will be. So if that convention takes place and he retains his ground that was not a neck meeting, that is a matter that can be presented before a court to determine. And if somebody emerges from that convention in Ibadan and you hold another convention in Abuja and another person emerges, that's another legal matter for another 1 year.
Yes.
So you see, and this is what we say to politicians. You know already that once this becomes a legal tussle, you will have issues. We are seeing it playing out in Labour Party. We will see it play out more in ADC in the coming weeks. You need to have a united front. You need to be able to take your decisions together. SDP were able to retain themselves, and it's something to be proud of. That was the first party that the coalition pushed to. They retained themselves and said, this is your new storm, take it somewhere else.
Yeah, we are not prepared for it.
We are not prepared for it.
And in actual fact, they went further to even expel the man.
Yes. And say you have not registered in your ward, so you cannot be speaking. You are not registered at your ward level, and you want to be speaking on behalf of the party on a national level. Hello, go and start from your ward. You are not bigger than your ward politics. So those are the things we are seeing. Tinubu, I don't believe in the eyes of the masses is doing anything fantastic.
So just a minute, apart from every other thing, it looks like this Social Democratic Party has become another of the stable parties we have in Nigeria.
Yes, very stable.
Apart from the fact that earlier we had heard about the fact that the chairman was suspended, the treasurer was suspended, national treasurer and the youth leader was suspended. After all that, I don't know what happened, but the fact is that it is still stable and we are not hearing about that suspension anymore, or whether they accepted it in good faith and they are moving on.
Yeah, you see, the storm has moved from them. I believe that the coalition is still trying to get another party registered. From the information coming to us, they are still trying to get another party registered, because party is the vehicle for politics. So with all of that playing out, I believe the coalition have not gotten their acts well. The masses generally are not happy with the state of the economy. Not that the president, in my opinion, as an analyst, has not done well, but I am not the masses. I have just one vote as an analyst. The masses are truly not convinced that Tinubu has done of their daily lives. So it will have been normally easy to beat him, but the opposition have not even been able to single-handedly own a party and run that party well. And then most of the candidates we are seeing there are just refurbished old politicians. Some of us were invited, but by the time we looked at in North Central, the person that they went to bring for chairman was a military administrator who had left politics and is over 80 years and has now been brought back in. So when you keep recycling 80-year-old people to come together to form a coalition, these Gen Zs and youths don't want to hear that. They've seen all of you go to almost the same political parties. They've seen you are in APC, you are now in PDP, you are in PDP, you are now in APC, now you are in ADC, the next you are in, they just understand that this is about you and not about them. So those are the issues that have caused the distrust among the masses. The masses are just tired and can't wait for the election and can't wait for the candidates that will be offered in front of them.
There is something else that I'm really worried about, and that is the fact that, not really that I'm worried about it, but that's the development I'm seeing. This president, I'm talking about the current president of Nigeria, yes. Ahmed Tinubu, or yes. Bola Tinubu, or Ahmed Bola Tinubu, as you may want to call, or PBAT, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the way he is now, he has done certain things that are like looking at the air transport system. Yes. This last meeting he had with Brazil
was wonderful.
Has opened up a way that Nigeria, you can fly from Nigeria directly to Brazil right now. You know, long before now, for many years before now, it's been that if you want to do that, you go through Asia, go to America, from North America, yes. And from North America you go down to South America. It will take you about 23 hours to get to, or 24, to get to Brazil from Nigeria. Yes, sir. But right now that we'll be doing a direct air transport from Nigeria to Brazil. It will take just 7 hours to get to Brazil. That is going through the west coast and then from there across the ocean, and there you are. Just within 7 hours, the fellow that left Nigeria will be in Brazil. Vice versa, the one coming from Brazil, same in Nigeria. That's a very big plus, as far as I know, for this president, because many businesses that depended on their movement from Nigeria to Brazil and back to Nigeria almost went down entirely. Many dropped because of that problem in transport, air transport. But right now, I know they'll be resuscitated, and a lot more of holiday makers would also like to go to Brazil, because now it's easy. Brazil has been a beautiful place for us. Yes. Yeah. That's why we started having Calabar Carnival and Cani Reef, the one in River State, and Edo even started their own recently, and other states like that. It's that thing they used to see in Britain, in Brazil, that led to all these, of course, kudos and credit to the handsome governor of Cross River then, Donald Duke, the husband of Onare Duke, another beautiful fellow. You know, they packaged it, and Donald Duke did a lot to make it work. And so today it's going to be easy for someone in Nigeria to say, it's time for carnival. Let's go. Someone takes his family. Let's go to Brazil. Mm-hmm. It's just 7 hours, so it's easy now. Almost like going to Britain. Going to Britain is 6 hours. That one is 7 hours. So it won't be difficult any longer. Yeah. So definitely there will be a lot gain that will come from that sector that has been opened up, and a lot will be gained from both from the entertainment and the business sectors, so as to make it work. This man that thought about this thing and got it done, is it not reasonable for the country?
in my opinion, like I said, you see, I said something. I said as an analyst.
Yes.
An analyst has more knowledge.
Yes.
And intuition about this. I believe that Tinubu is doing well. However, the masses are talking about immediate gains. That's where the masses is. If you talk about Brazil, if the price of food comes down for them, they are happy about the Brazil trip. If the price of fuel comes down, they are happy about that. Once it has not affected the price of fuel and food and rent, the masses don't want to hear any of your big grammar. So, but we, like you said, we've been able to go to have direct flights to London. A Nigerian plane now lands there. A Nigerian plane now lands in Brazil. We are linking with Saint Lucia, and they're working out something on that end. Tinubu is getting some part of the macroeconomics, the big scale economics, right, which should cascade down to the microeconomics of what people live on a daily basis. But it's not that easy and it's not that fast. We've just had 2 years or almost 2.5 years. We want to see him working more. We want to see the issues that hits the masses most is the spending of the politicians, the way that most of their the padding of budgets, the spending for luxury while we are hungry. Those are the things that hits the people. But in my opinion, Tinubu is getting a lot of his policies right. Ikonjo Iweala said the same thing a few weeks ago, that he's getting his policies right and it's headed in the right direction. We are seeing some governors doing very well. Mumbai is doing well. Wike, in my opinion, with infrastructure is doing well.
Okay, as the Minister of FCT?
Yes, as the Minister of FCT. So we need to see, he has put more money.
That of Abia State is also...
Abia is also doing well.
Yes.
Niger is also doing well. He's doing over 1,000 kilometers of road. And he said this is due to the president putting more money in the hands of the governors.
Yes, that's another plus for the president.
Yes, that's another plus for the president. That's what I'm saying. So we need the people to also hold the governors accountable, hold the senators accountable, hold the president accountable, and we also need to see the political parties stand as viable opposition. We're not saying use propaganda or pictures that are not real on issues that the government is not doing well. They should take it up and put it at the face of the government. We do not need a one-state party at this point. I'm even seeing Abga is saying they may not have a presidential candidate.
Yes.
You saw that?
Yes.
It's something that I've predicted. PDP too may not have a presidential candidate.
Well, not that it was, not that it's a program, not that it's something that is good for PDP anyway.
That's what I
just said about Abga. They're doing it because of the fact that they want the APC and the president in particular to support the elections in Anambra.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Everybody has an interest.
For the PDP, not having a presidential candidate is a serious matter.
That's about what I'm saying.
The interest there, the only interest that will be serviced is the interest of the FCT minister.
You may say FCT minister, you see, FCT minister is not in Abga.
No, I mean for
yes, I know. I'm just showing you that instance. He is not the one influencing. That shows you that there's a bigger grand scheme of things, ensuring that in most of the major parties, I believe that they will be either in court or disputes or factions,
which will lead to the fact that
or just have them declare it is not easy to beat a sitting president, talk less of a sitting president who has been in this game for 40 years
and performing one now,
and he is not, in my opinion, is not doing badly.
Yes.
So he will not be easy to beat. The opposition need to put their house in order and plan their acts well.
Okay, that's good. We're hearing it from you, Toba Owojaye. Thank you so much. We're still here. We're still talking politics on the polity. We will take a break again and return soon. And here we are again. Thank you for still being there for us. We are still talking politics, of course, in the program, the polity. And we've not gone away from the topic for today, which is 2027. The party's preparation for the presidency, their presidential candidates, rather. And so we're still here, and I still have my guest talking about Toba Owojaye. And so, Toba, looking at what we have said for a while, you see that this thing may end up that we'll have many court cases and no other presidential candidate is available other than the President Tinubu himself.
That is what I foresee. I know that such site may, keen site may be criticized now. We either have like ABGA, who will clearly declare him as their presidential candidate.
That is one faction of ABGA.
Yes.
No, ABGA, yes.
ABGA, because
yes. And even one faction of LP,
their only
declaring him as the
their only
governor.
governor has said he's fully in support of him.
Yes.
It may be a ploy for him to win a rerun, but you have always seen him at loggerheads with Peter Obi.
Yes, he's always been there.
Yes, has always been at loggerheads. I'm trying to shine here, you are trying to shine here. Two of us cannot shine at the same time.
It's a shame.
So that drag is there.
It's a big shame because Peter Obi did so well in Anambra.
Yes, did so well.
And you can't wish it away.
So well.
It's not possible.
But you know, it's the politicking that must be right. Peter Obi too needs to find some nice words to see. Politics is a game of interest. He has to find some nice words into Solodu. You need to, you see, as much as you believe that a lot of people like you, we had the by-elections, August 16th, and only on one occasion did ADC come second. Out of 21 elections that took place in Nigeria, we saw where ABGA was able to still hold their fort there. NNPP held their fort in Kano, in their own state. PDP held their fort in Oyo State, and APC won in every other APC state. So when we hear people say these parties are already washed off and they are written, they are dead, and PDP came up second in almost every single election. So you cannot say PDP is dead.
Yeah, because PDP is still active almost everywhere.
It's still active almost everywhere. And this is what people understand. This is what people need to understand beyond social media. That some of this, to build the momentum for these victories, you need stable political parties all in one boat. My issue from the day I saw ADC, I said, this Henry Nwosu that has been chairman of the party since 2005. Are you sure his tenure, 2005 or 2007, are you sure his tenure is not yet over? Are you sure we will not have court cases now that he's handing over to David Mark? And now I have been vindicated.
Yes, Kachiku has
yes, even beyond that, everybody, the fact that you have been chairman for over 16 years, I can't see a party constitution that empowers
that.
Permits that. So we saw this court case coming, and they didn't listen to us. They were jumping and celebrating and defecting. But when we saw that no, apart from Ireti, Senator Ireti, no other serving person defected to the coalition, it was already a cause of concern for some of us. Now, why are these guys apprehensive? We know them, they discuss with Atiku day and night. Why are they apprehensive to join? These are one of the factors. They don't want to jump into a party, and then the party now has court cases, and they too are now trapped in that. Because like you see, August 16th by-elections, Labour Party did not have one single candidate at all to even contest. No Labour Party candidate was on the ballot because of the court case and the factions that they're having for their leadership. These are the things you want to avoid as a candidate, so that you don't waste your whole money, and at the end of the day, your name is not on the ballot.
Well, dear viewer, it's high time we'd let you call in to tell us what you think about what's going on. We have a topic for the day, which is what we're discussing, and that is talking about 2027, a race to 2027. Political parties strategize for best candidates. Political parties strategize for best candidates. That is talking about 2027, a race to 2027. And so if you have something to say, the phone numbers are there already for you. Please do call us and tell us what you think, what you feel about it. I'm still here with a political analyst, someone that is doing justice to the topic today. I'm talking, and he has always been doing such things whenever he comes on the program. I'm talking about Toba the engineer, as into politics. Engineer Toba, good to have you again. You're welcome. So we're going on. Please do call. We're waiting for your call. So we'll go on. Returning to what we were saying, nobody will want to go into any electioneering to waste his money.
Of course.
And that's why they all ran away from Labour Party. They didn't go. And right now, looking ahead, you can see that there may not be hope for Labour Party in this coming election, because since up to now they are still at loggerheads with each other. That's the two groups. I wonder if there will be anything. And rightly, as you said, Peter will be foolish to remain there. Yeah. So he'll be thinking of where else do I go so as to achieve my goal as an individual. But then looking at all this, if we return to this P2P matter, and the PDP asking that he will come, and that PDP itself has zoned the presidency to the south this time, I hear that, in fact, I saw somebody on TV the other day. He was talking, and he's from the Middle Belt. That is, he said he's the Middle Belt from something. And what he's saying is that they are not in support. Well, let's take this from Lawrence from Benin. Lawrence? Hello, Lawrence? Hello? I can't hear it. Hello, Lawrence?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah, are you is it clear?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay. What bothers me is this different political party coming up.
Please run away from the TV set.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I'm just trying to say is that why can't we just allow our Baba to continue?
I'll ask you, are you an APC man?
I'm not an APC man. I'm not a PDP man. I'm supposed to be a Labour Party man.
Okay. If you allow him, then you're doing one-party system in Nigeria.
If you can hear my own suggestion, I would suggest that they should allow Baba to continue. The reason why I'm saying it is that a man that has taken the real political orator in the country, he put it inside the pocket and pocket it during the last presidential election. Those people will be expecting that if they did not support a particular party, that party will not come up. We say anytime somebody is ready to come out, we say this one is not here, he's not going to win. But these people we are talking about, we all know they in this country. They did not support the general of all the general, they are against me. But the general of all the general, pocket all of them city. That is where he's done his power out. But now that he's in power,
yes,
he's the one of police commissioner, military boss. He's the one in charge of INEC. He's the one in charge of chief justice. Why can't they just allow you to finish?
You say you can take charge of all of them?
Their money. They want to, they don't carry, instead of you to carry the money, just to do one place in the country. This is the thing they do. We know that. How can somebody just collect his money and just take grants and bury the money? Why are they bothering themselves? What bothers me is that when he's no entry, he said that place belongs to me. Heaven and earth came down. It did not even pack up. It didn't even move it. All the noise they are making, you know that the general for the general is not shaking. It's just me not just political jargon so that they will say he's doing something.
Okay, you can come down now so that we can continue.
Let me allow him to finish. My brother Peter Obi, I'm from Edo State. My brother Peter Obi, he should please. He should please wait. I don't want him to waste effort, waste his money. Let us wait till this man finish.
Thank you so much.
That's what I have to say. I have been saying it every time. We should keep on saying it. They should not think that they can move it.
Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you. You have said what you think.
Let me respond.
You're entitled to it. Yes,
and to what you were saying, you see, Peter, I don't think Tinubu is the best, but he is wonderful at politics.
Yes.
See the Lagos issue we had, Miranda and Obasa. We even had an issue between Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu.
Yes.
But it never came to the public fora. We never got a response from Tinubu. We never got a response from Sanwo-Olu. Though the things went really bad, the speaker was removed, somebody else was brought in, the person was removed. No single word from Tinubu on the matter, no single word from Sanwo-Olu on the matter. In the back end, it was resolved. And if you're not careful, it will even be erased from history.
Yes.
What we expect of Peter Obi, Abure is somebody you have worked with before. You guys worked together. This is me. You guys worked together in 2023. It was not the best, but in 9 months, you people brought up a spectacular magic that has never happened before in the history of this country. Peter Obi won 12 states and did very well in the election. So this was something that they could have mended fences. I don't believe that Peter Obi and Abure and Alex Oti cannot see face to face. This is not, that doesn't speak well of his political abilities to manage complex situations. This is where many of them need to learn from. Look at the Rivers case. Now Fubara has finally calmed down and is waiting for to be reinstated. And last week he was with Wike going around to commission water supply in FCT. So we had a 1.5 year drag to come back to this point. This is why some people like this Lawrence think they are right, that after 1.5 years of dragging, wasting our time, wasting our resources, you are still back to this point with nothing that has changed. But I don't believe that it will be good for Nigeria that every single party feels Tinubu, like how we had with Abacha. Who does the cap fit? Who does the cap fit? No, let's still have viable opposition for future sake.
And this is democracy, of course.
Yes.
And in democracy, this is not what is expected. It's the other way, you know. If you do what Lawrence has said, then we're no longer doing democracy.
Yes.
So that's the thing.
No, but it has panned out in some places. It has panned out so far it has panned out in China. It has panned out in Rwanda. But we are a diverse people. Let's still have elections. So that people do not sit there. And then another matter we need to come to is the fact that new parties have not been registered. 154 new parties have submitted applications and they have not been processed.
Thank you. Let's hear from Jibril. Hello, Jibril.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How is it going?
Thank God.
I'm calling from Abuja. You already called my name.
Yes.
I'm very happy. You know, in democracy, That is democracy. Everybody has right to say anything they want to say.
Yes.
You can see from book of things, democracy really started out. We started right from the Russian decades ago. There's no need of saying that without this man, Nigeria cannot go. Nigeria didn't wait for anybody. Everybody is important, but nobody is important. So I said that terminology. So, but the way they do in Nigeria is that somebody will say we buy ticket for the whole House of Rep, State House, and federal government is looking at you. Well, how do you get the money? Somebody is a governor. He said without him, nobody can continue. You know, he has a boy, so I don't know how they call it. Democracy is not on that way. Somebody is a governor, former governor, just say, all the house will come and sit down. All of you watching the TV. So you'll be addressing them. And nobody said anything. Is that the best way?
No, it's
Unless I make do something by in the constitution, so I discuss something small, so that when they vote, it will go straight to the headquarters. From there, the right thing will be done. Apart from that, anything you do, the president will continue. Because the minute you go to court, you know court now belongs to the governor and government.
And it's not supposed to be so.
Hello?
And it's not supposed to be so.
Okay, my brother. Okay, now, as I'm telling you now, you go in local government, most of the local government, governor will write them, and they didn't come. Unless they didn't follow them, like what happened in Port Harcourt. You know, when they do election, it's only Port Harcourt they notify it because he didn't follow his godfather. But godfather will die one day, and Nigeria will continue.
Yes.
So by saying that you leave one person there, it's not the person that formed the democracy now. Okay. Let me stop there because it's like I'm taking your time.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. Thank you. I'm grateful to you from Abuja. Yes, you had that.
Yeah. I wanted to also mention that I saw the APC governors go to commiserate with Ododo, and sitting right beside him was the ex-governor Bello.
Yes.
So there were two thrones, one for the governor and one for
his boss.
His boss, and I could see the governor still looking like the servant in that meeting, and it was his own father that died, and he was one looking. And I think part of this thing comes to our culture. Right, as Africans, we have imbibed a system where we bow down for our elders. In my place, they say the elder cannot be wrong, the elder cannot lie. So if you took a chronic liar from childhood and he now becomes 78 years old, that does not absolve him from lying. So our culture makes us not able to question things. If you push too far, they will say you are fighting your leaders. We need to keep holding them accountable. Not let's scatter the country. Not let's go and burn this. Let's go. But we need to continuously hold them accountable on the budget, on things they have done, and on their campaign promises, and on our daily life that we are living. These things have to continue. While the political parties find a way to fix their issues, truly I'm not impressed by them. They are not showing any sort of stability. I expected us to have like 3 strong candidates going to the election, but if we have another set of 5 candidates, then I really don't know how this is going to pan out.
There is something I'm thinking. If a political party sees that someone is causing problem and suspends the person, because it has a right to suspend the person, wouldn't it be better it's done that way than to allow the person get to the very end and it will lead to having a court case?
Okay, let me come to that. A person can be suspended by his word. The person got into the party from his word. It is his word that can remove him. It was Oshumole's word that removed him as chairman. It was Secondo's word that removed him. It was Ayu's word that removed him. Which is why it is very hard to remove a politician who has a stronghold on his word. Yes, and his word is a small,
yes, just a small
enclave.
Yes.
Which is why if you can be removed from your ward, then you are not a politician. This is my own understanding. Your ward is less than 200 voters.
You know what? In most cases, I think why these ones are even being removed is that when they get up there, they will forget where they
forget their base. That's what I'm saying. So how can you be way up and another politician settles your ward? What power is he? He's not even from your state.
Yes. And
he has the resources and the might to remove you from your ward as a sitting national chairman. That shows that you didn't have weight in the first place. So those are the issues that they need to look at. You want to suspend somebody. If you suspend him illegally, that's another court case.
Another court case altogether. well, it's on that note that we'll round off the program today.
Thank you.
I want to thank you so much, Toba Engineer Toba Obujaye, for making our time to be here. And we want to say it's quite a pity that you have to go through so much stress to be able to come in here today because of what was happening on the way outside. It's one of those things. Thank you for the sacrifice for the nation, sacrifice for the program too.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you. Well, dear viewer, that's how we'll be wrapping up all that we've got for today. We had discussed the 2027 presidency, that is presidential election, how the parties are preparing and what they are doing even to go for it. And then we want to say that we will still come again, we will still discuss these things as they happen. That's why it is the polity, and we keep discussing political matters that arise on the polity. There are other points we'll still bring forth in subsequent days. So please keep staying with us. And even when you come at 2 and we're not on here, just keep waiting. You will still find us here on the program. Let me say thanks to Sam Omaji and to Timothy Obona. I wouldn't forget Yira Bubara in any shape or form for being there. And I want to thank a lot of other fellows that helped to work one way or the other. Even if I don't get to have your names all to mention, I want to thank you all. Let me also thank Emanuela Eberechi for being part of this package today. And Okechukwu here, I want to say, may the best happen to us all the time.